As Bill Watts would say, if they were ever in a booking meeting, they would be whistling Stranger in Paradise.
I heard the head writer from the show Alpha is available. They should bring him in.
Yeah, and maybe even they could bring the star in, too. Alf versus Cena.
Now, if that was you booking that this past Sunday, obviously the young kids would have dominated the WWE guys, right?
Yes, most assuredly. Although I was taking it back from scratch, I don't know whether I would have put 7 of them all together in a match to where that they couldn't really stand out individually, but definitely the young guys would have been winning and beating some people. Maybe not everybody, but most people.
Sure. Anything else on your mind that you'd like to talk about this week?
Oh, golly gee, Tommy, the heat continues. They say there's no global warming. It's been 100 degrees or more in the heat index for about 3 months here in Louisville. And I'm still on my diet. I'm down to 223 pounds.
Nice.
Even splurging in Charlotte. And looking forward to September 11th. And also, here's a preview. JimCornette.com is undergoing a massive renovation within the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to be a brand new website. It's going to look better. It's going to have more features. It's going to have more merchandise. It's going to have more columns. And it's going to be updated regularly because we know how to do that stuff now. So stay tuned. It won't be as long as it's been. In a couple of weeks, a re-debut, a brand new launch of the all-new JimCornette.com.
Oh, you know what else I wanted to mention real quick? You got something going on with OVW again, right?
As a matter of fact, we haven't talked about that either. Danny Davis and I are having a tryout camp for OVW talent and also a training seminar for anybody that wants to come on Labor Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday, September 4th and 5th. And you can go to ovwrestling.com to find out how to apply and come down. We're looking to find some more talent because we want to renovate OVW now that there is no perfidious WWE influence involved. And the new fall season of OVW begins on television here in Kentucky, in Louisville, Lexington, and London, Kentucky. On September 11th, we tape that program at the Davis Arena in Louisville on September the 8th. There's going to be a new matchmaker announced. There's going to be some former favorites returning, some new stars debuting, and also there's going to be an arrangement between Ring of Honor and OVW where Ring of Honor's national television tapings stop by Louisville, including December 9th and 10th, Thursday and Friday, a 2-night stand at the Davis Arena. More information on that in the upcoming weeks, but it's going to be fantastic. OVW is on the resurgence. Very good. And I guess we'll give the fans a special treat on the way out, and I know that I haven't mentioned to you just prior to us doing this, but why don't we give you a Jim Cornette fuck you of the week this week to someone? Not to put you on the spot. Oh my gosh, who do I want to fuck this week? I'm not even sure. Tommy, who's a deserving candidate for a fuck you this week? Let's spread it around a little bit. Somebody we haven't done before. Several. Who's been a raging prick in the wrestling business? Actually, there's so many to choose from, so many names running through my mind. How about just a general fuck you to all the people who don't like wrestling and don't like wrestling fans and their general Eric Bischoff? All right. And as always, make sure you head over to JimCornette.com. Like Jim said, a lot of great things coming up in the upcoming weeks there. And we'll be back next week, hopefully, with a new edition of Cornette's Commentary. And Jim will be down to 221 come next week. Well, I've got the weekend in Philly, and the Philly Diner is right there. So I don't know. I may be stagnant for a couple of weeks. But thanks, Tommy. And we will do a show next week just because we can't stay away for that much longer. All right, Jim. We'll talk to you next week, man. Thanks, Tommy. Take care. Bye-bye.